Chapter 49, Sri Sai Satcharita. In this chapter, there are the stories of Hari Kanoba, Somdev Swamiji, and Nana Sahib Chandorkar and the beautiful Muslim lady. I will now narrate the stories of Hari Kanoba and Somdev Swami. Hari Kanoba, a resident of Mumbai, was a skeptic, and he came to Shirdi to test Baba. He had worn a new pair of sandals and had a feta with a gold embroidered lace trimming. Upon entering the Dwarkamai, he carefully placed his sandals in a corner and had darshan. After receiving Udi Prasad, he returned to the corner only to find that the sandals were stolen. After a thorough search, he returned to the Vada in great anguish. He finally sat down for his meal, but his mind was restless about the loss. Upon finishing his meal, he saw a boy carrying the sandals on a stick, calling out, "Hari ka beta, Zari ka feta." Happily, he went to reclaim them. Then the boy asked him for his identification, and upon being satisfied, he returned the sandals. This incident made an impression on him, and he became an ardent devotee as he realized Baba's all-pervasiveness. So, never go to test a saint. The next Leela is about Somadev Swamiji. Once Bhaiji Dikshit had gone on a pilgrimage to Gangotri. There he met Somadev Swami and they became friends. Bhaiji, before parting, invited him to his home in Nagpur. 5 years later, Somdev Swamiji visited him, and as they chatted, Bhaiji spoke of Baba's divinity and Leelas. So he decided to visit Shirdi. At Kopargaon, he and some other devotees hired a tonga and set off to Shirdi. As they were nearing Shirdi, Somdev Swamiji was appalled to see the Dwaja flying atop the masjid, and he thought Baba was vain and egoistic as he needed a flag to proclaim his divinity. So he decided to turn back. His companions, however, dissuaded him and told him that Baba didn't care for these things at all. However, his devotees, out of love and devotion, gave him a palki, a rath, and a horse. This perturbed him even more, but heeding the advice of the fellow passengers, arrived at Shirdi. When he saw Baba, he was so overwhelmed by his divinity, and his wicked ways melted away. He wished to roll in the dust at Baba's feet, and his mind was filled with peace. Then he went to have darshan when Baba started shouting, "Let our hypocrisy be with us. Don't you dare approach my mosque again. Why take darshan of one who puts up flags on the mosque? Is this a sign of sainthood?" Baba shouted the very words that he had thought a while ago. Then with wonder he watched how Baba, with love and compassion, dealt with each and every devotee. And he became so devoted to Baba that he stayed at Shirdi forever. So one should never judge a saint by his outward appearance. Now I shall talk a little about the flag or dhwaja. The significance of the Nishan or dhwaja. It is a banner called dhwaja, and it is a common feature in Hindu temples. The dhwajas are made of cloth and are hoisted atop of temples, taken by Padyatris to holy places like Pandharpur and Shirdi. The temple or the place of worship is considered to be the palace of that deity. He is the emperor of emperors, and to honor him, the flags are hoisted. Flags denote the area or territory of a particular ruler of a country. Similarly, the flags of Dwarka Mai indicate the palace of the Parabrahma Sri Sadguru Sai Baba. And lastly is the story of Nana Sahib Chandorkar and the beautiful Muslim lady. On one of his visits to Shirdi, Nana Sahib Chandorkar was sitting with Baba in the sanctum sanctorium of the Dwarka Mai and conversing with him. He noticed two Muslim ladies in the Sabha Mandap below waiting to have Baba's darshan. Since they had been waiting for quite a long time and were hesitant to come up, Nana thought, I have been sitting here for a long time. They want to have Baba's darshan but are shy to come up because I am sitting here. He was about to get up when Baba said, Where are you going and why are you leaving? Nana explained the reason for leaving. Then Baba said, Sit down, don't go anywhere. There is no reason for you to leave. If those women have an urge and need to have darshan, they will come up. If they are so shy, then why do they come for darshan? Nana said not a word and sat down. They were parda-clad women, hence they waited a little more. And when Nana was still sitting there, they came up. They bowed to Baba and laid their head on Baba's feet. While doing so, they lifted the veil. One of them was an elderly lady. She bowed first. The younger lady then bowed. She too lifted her veil. Nana casually looked at her. She was young and extremely beautiful. He thought, if only she would lift her veil again, so I can see her once more. The thought just crossed his mind and Baba slapped him on his thigh. After darshan, the ladies sat down for a while and then left. As soon as they left, Baba said, Nana, do you know the reason for my slapping you on your thigh? Nana said, Baba, you are the all-knowing Sadguru. I can't steal and hide anything from you, as you are bound to know it. But what I cannot understand is that when I am next to you, how could the mind seek passion? Then Baba explained in detail about human nature and passions. Baba said, Nana, aren't you a human being? The human being is filled with passion. This passion will awake and rise time and again. There are myriads of beautifully carved temples, one temple more beautiful and awesome than the other. But when we go to these temples, do we dwell on the beauty of the architecture or the outer facade? We enter the temple and behold the exquisitely carved idol. Again, do we dwell on the beauty of the idol or look at its divinity? Then shouldn't we appreciate the ingenuity and skill of Brahmadev? How skillfully he has created this universe, so vast and beautiful. Then we realize that God resides in each and every atom of this universe, be it beautiful or ugly. Nana, when you see a beautiful human being, you should think of how God resides in this beautiful person. This will make you appreciate the beauty without being disturbed. If you saw the same Muslim lady after having heard this, you would not have wanted to see her again. Remember this forever. Live in this world as you have always done, but try to think of ways to make these passions weak. Then turn your mind towards attaining your spiritual goal. Thus, Baba gave a wonderful dissertation on passion and leading a normal life. This was taken from Sri Sai Leela magazine, Shravan Sakhe, 1848, Ank 6, Year 4. And this concludes the commentary on the chapter. Om Sai Ram.